This is the JB Show, and it's your life by design. Welcome to the show. This now your life by design. Life like how God make them for you and like how you want them. You will be on to follow me for the last couple of years, more than 3 decades. Because you will study that this crazy journey that I've been on started 2 weeks before my 22nd birthday. Just 21 years in, shy of my 22nd birthday. Something happened to me. Some of you don't hear this story over and over. If you don't tell for where I am, pardon me. But there's always when a child, somebody hears it for the first time. And for that person, it makes a lot of difference. I can't tell you the number of times I walk around town constantly, every day, every moment. And you meet people where they will tell you, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you said something. From one lady who don't give up, not only me meet up, and I fish him, they sell the market. Once he heard my story, to pastor, whatever, been in a Baptist church, they attend grammar school, drop out in our school for 3-4 years. He had me story about how I bounced back into life. Change life, transform. That's what's been driving this. So that's what I said, how do we give you your own life by design? This is what the show is about. Your own life, how God make them, and like how you want them. Life as designed by God and as shaped by you. Because one of the things that will be happening in my life, the fact that you hearing me story, I born to illiterate parents. Parents never ever go to school at all. Yesterday, a couple of days ago, I've been in Wellington. I go attend a funeral day. And I did it with me. I go with my wife, and I was 20 when we meet, and she was 18 years of age. We've been together. We get picking with 30 something years. So just guess how long we've been together. More than 35 years. That's when we've been together with my wife. So it's been a long journey. But you would imagine us walking through that place. Then when we, teenage, stories, and we look at the place and. They're so heavy heart, and question always, it's never lost on me. How would you go up in an environment like that and end up where I am now? So once I, struggled with my parents, dropped out of school, failed my O-levels and dropped out of school, started myself PMB as a piece rate laborer. And I would see my friends at our school together. I would see my friends who meet in our school together. If not me first see that, they make sure they don't see me. Then they say, I go and say, I'm commercial bank, and I meet exactly this gentleman when I always have been in the red line or see. I meet him at the candle list as he was going up, even working at National Commercial Bank. He still have a very good relationship there. And, so this same gentleman, I meet him at the stairs. I would dread make an see him because my office being just next post office in the commercial bank. If I come out lunch, me dread. Now me sit on a class, same teacher. What would have happened to me for make in a bank now? And when you see me no more, say something wrong with me. I was blaming my parents for what happened to me. When my parents did not go to school and everything. But this 2 weeks before me 22nd birthday, I didn't want fellowship with a pastor, Reverend Bobson Toure of blessed memory, and I went to a massive spiritual transformation that same night day. Stuff that I've had over and over, people telling me, what drives change in life. It never made any sense, but that day he said something to me that triggered a whole shift in my life. I gave my life to Christ. A spiritual transformation took place. Once I woke up the next day, I decided that there had to be an alignment. If I declare a faith of what I believe, there's behaviors that go along with that faith. He made me realize that I had become what I had become, not just because my parents were illiterate. We sell market, sell kerosene, plant plaza, sell donuts, sell donuts in the market. Name the stuff that, young people, they sell, where, under my circumstances, I sold all of those things. But then he said, it's not just because your parents are illiterate, not just because your parents are not go to school. We are much more products of our choices. Now the life by design begin. We're not just shaped by our background, our social background, but we're also shaped by the choices we make every day. And he says, if you make better choices, if you make new and better choices, you could change your life. That's where the journey started for me. So, the first few weeks was rugged, because imagine, and I'm so thankful to God, imagine you would wake up with friends that we were together for, we moved from Kisii to Wellington. I was 7 years of age. And so we did with them guys and Tim 21 years of age. We did together. Friends, best of friends, that you would wake up one day and discover there's an incompatibility between you and them. The journey that you're going is different from where they're going. And how much strength you need to get inside you for wake up in the morning and make those tough decisions amongst your friends. That's what happened to me. The time we'll be able to sit on a Poyobafa, the faithful girlfriend, and with home and all of those things, at sit on a house and begin study. So my first choice when I make is choices. Choices shaped my life. Choices. Better choices. The first choice is a spiritual one, gave my life to Christ. The second one was to go back to school. And so I discovered I'm not being fool, I'm not being stupid. But something happened to me and that just was going to derail my destiny. So once I woke up, the time when me sit down the Poyobafa, sit down and begin dust me book and begin study afresh. I didn't need anybody for telling me, and it's a common story I shared. My parents, me and mommy, be always afraid say, if any time picking them, no go better in her life, it would be me. And she had the right to believe that one day, because I had every evidence. The woman been around my life, every evidence say this speaking also in the head for trouble. Instead of being blaming mama at all, my mama being right. She fulfill and fulfilled but for me. And once I reached that stage, once this transition take place in my life, he never had to say one word again to me. Something was activated in me, in my spirit, that was now guiding my decision, guiding my choices systematically. And so went back to school, begin study determinedly, one choice after the other. And I've been telling about the girlfriend there, yes, I'm in there. And it's funny, I don't tell this story, but Boku tell us time today, because the time when me and the girlfriend were 20 years of age, she was 18 years of age, there were maybe 4 or 5 other one day contenders that she knew. And I had to make the tough decision to say, okay, jokingly I said I did board maths, a bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So I looked at all the girls there, and I analyzed them. Not just for the short term, not just for the one we've been beautiful, we've been in good shape and looked very good. No, I analyzed all of them and says, okay, for where I am going in life, which of these ones have the character that represents the future partner that I like to build? I did those calculations and selected. I chose one, and once did I choose, I said it was my this lady, Ellen, that he was her. And my next target was to make sure every one of the other ones know it wasn't them. Big trouble, but I went to, at the end of the day, with choice, one choice after the other. And the point of emphasis now that the reason why I made the transition was I had to make one choice after the other. Choices changed my life. And even now, as I sit, it's choices that are shaping my life. That is why we call the show, Your Own Life by Design. Life like how God make her. Life like how you want them. This is the JB Show, and it's your life by design. Let's talk about choices. Let's talk about choices again. I discovered the malleability in a life, and I found out the book that with malleability there in Creole. But what do you mean? It means say life, you can shape life. And it will be malleable, na something where not to cement, na something where you can get the shape where you want. Where you can go to school, you play with plasticine, na school, you can shape them, you can take the plasticine and make motor car, you can take them and make cow, you can take them and make dog, you can take the plastic. That's what life is. You can shape your life. That's what I discovered. And so systematically, once I go through that transformation period where we discovered I could shape my life through the choices I make, I begin to see the results from the choices I not make already. The rest was history. Because what I started doing, now I begin to share the story. Because I took my O-levels again. This time I was so prepared. It's funny, I'll tell the story. The teacher will teach me, blessed memory, the gentleman will not pass on. I don't even get money for game. Now mango, now pick, now compound, now Wellington. And say, well, yeah, thank you. 22 years of age, 1989. That's when I took my O-levels for the third time. Government independent secondary school. But again, I said, me correct. I see girl like I know they see them. I see everything. I was super focused, intense. And also, so down the line, a lot of stuff I've discovered that life is malleable and I could shape my life. If there's something I intend to achieve in life that is not there, now my assignments, now my homework. The only thing I need for doing now for just step back and say, where do I want to see myself in the next 3 months, 6 months? What do I want? What is my objective as far as this matter is concerned? Once I know this is what I want to achieve, I step back and say, what do I need to get there? What do I need to do to get there? This is my objective. This is my goal. Then I come up with an action plan and I work assiduously. Once you break down the action plan, work assiduously towards that goal. That's how systematically. And I could give you a few stories. I did IPAM. I was taking an exams where an Association of Accounting Technicians, and you know, you get technician diploma in accounting when I've been a counterpart where IPAM have been the local exams, AAT na UK exams. Now, there was a subject where I not been sabi. I struggle with taxation. I struggle with taxation. I even wanted to go back to my auditor general's department and say, I want to change this subject because I don't take on to that. From the beginning, everybody don't tell me, say, tax art, a art for past taxation. My office say, you can't even think about it. I failed tax twice. You know what happened? Once I discovered that there was nowhere to go for pass this exam, past taxation. We had a long break before the final exams when I've been 1 month break. I took the taxation textbook and I said, it's going to be me and taxation for the whole month. Maybe between 12 and 16 hours every day. I started reading the taxation textbook from the cover, the day when they print whose factory, what's in the printing press and all that. Things weren't even relevant for the exam, but I was so determined. Chapter 1. We read chapter 1. They gave me examples of how they solved the questions. I looked at those ones, solved it for myself, opened the book, closed it. Can I solve it with the book closed? The whole month, I worked on taxation. For the whole month. You know, sometimes that kid I was a study, I like, yeah, and mommy be outside in my meeting say, but what happened? I said, nothing happened. But it's me conquering subject after subject, topic after topic in taxation because I could focus my attention to it. Life is malleable. You could shape your life. And so whatever is going, you know, as to, you know, now your life at the moment, you could shape it. It's your life by design. That's the show. You could shape. That's the story of my life. You know, whether it's my relationship with my children, I get beautiful daughters, you know, I could X-ray every relationship around me. When it comes to relationship with my wife, relationship with my staff, them, I could say, you know, I'm a better leader than I am now than I was even 2 years ago, than I was even 12 months ago. And it's therefore broke me record that I make 6 months ago to be an even better leader. Why? Because I X-ray. This is where I am now, but this is where I'd like to be. This is what I need to do. And then I now step back and break them down into action points that I act on a daily basis. I'm the trying for build 6-pack, but I'm not succeed yet. Now, I guess 1 barrel force at the moment. But I've maintained this same weight for more than 15 years. Same weight. It hasn't changed. Well, you will say, well, no, if you've been able to do this well, you don't reduce. Okay, no problem. But I agree with you. But I try. The resolution I make, I'm not going to gain weight beyond this at all. Am I determined to push it down? Yes, I push it down. What do? Every Saturday morning, I do 8 kilometers at the beach from Family Kingdom, from Golf Club to Family Kingdom and back. Every Saturday morning. And not for like say that, you know, I run for break record. It's not breaking record. Now me like then 10 minutes per kilometer. So for the 8 kilometer, 80 minutes now they do down one day. But it's regular. It's strengthening me. There's something I'm pushing towards. Now my spiritual life, there's no part in my life that is not malleable that I cannot shape. So it's your life by design. Life like how God make them for be. And life like how you want them. And religion don't tell you, but oftentimes people have feel say you got this saying this when they say that it way God make for can touch stone, no matter what you do, not stone in the thought. It's a lie. It's a lie. You could shape your life. This is what the show is about. You could shape your life. And if you don't believe anything, this is what I want to leave you with. And so stay with me. In the next couple of weeks, you would see something new, something fresh coming up. But we want to begin again beginning this new year, for make you get the confidence and knowing that your life malleable, your life not something where you for shape. This is the JB Show, and it's your life by design.